Why choose San Francisco? My simple answer is, why not? BAC has become the leading arbitration institution in China.
It's an interesting time for JAMS. We are working harder than ever to grow from a primarily domestic dispute resolution provider to more of an international provider.
This is the first time BAC have been in San Francisco. It's the first time we've collaborated like this.
We looked very carefully not only around China but around the world for the best dispute resolution organizations that we could work with. And the Beijing Arbitration Commission really stood out as one of the leading and fastest growing institutions in China.
JAMS is plays very important roles in the ADR industry in US. When both organizations join hands, we can provide better service to potential users not in US and also around the world.
As the conference today really demonstrates, California is on the forefront in terms of leading the US into the Asia Pacific.
Now that we have the new California section of the California International Arbitration Act, lawyers who are licensed to practice in any country can come to California and represent their clients in an arbitration.
Arbitration is the most common language in dispute resolution internationally, but there's some misunderstandings. We need to do promotion of arbitration in a joint effort.
In the past, I think we have talked about trying to find the best or the most effective or the most efficient way of resolving disputes. But I think what we are learning today is that we don't have to be in a silo with regard to particular processes or particular practices. What we're learning is we could use all of them.
Culture, difference is really a very interesting thing. By communication, it could be of help for both sides to find a balanced way in terms of competition and cooperation.
There's a very large body of talent at both JAMS and BAC. Sometimes when people talk about the US and China, it's all about conflict, but the interests are very similar. We're very much aligned.
We share our experience with our international friends, but also we know what we should do in the future, what we should improve ourselves to reach international standard.
The current dialogue that's going on among arbitrators and arbitration practitioners and counsel is a good avenue toward greater understanding and also a higher degree of harmonization of practice that I think will lend itself to encouraging greater use of international arbitration in these Chinese-US disputes.
It's all about collaboration, it's all about understanding. And ultimately our goal is to help people find better ways to resolve their commercial conflict. And by having a conversation and having the dialogue and discussion that we've had today, even recognize some of the other challenges that are in the geopolitical environment. We recognized that people have been doing business for thousands of years under some very challenging and equally difficult situations and circumstances. But we are more similar than we are different, and it's about embracing and enhancing those similarities.